Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Miles Ramiti. Wherever you are watching us, we appreciate you. Mwebale nnyo kuba nti gye mubeera mutufollowinga, but still we recommend you to come and click on that subscription button. Just go, subscribe, follow us. The telephone number is right there. You can, ask a few things. Actually, it's also the WhatsApp number as well. Yes, of course, today with me, njagadde tuvumbule. Twagala nnyo kuba nti tuleeta abantu abali successful mu bintu ebimu ate abasobola okuba nti nabo balina kye beekolera, especially the generation y'abaana, generation y'abaana abawala abato, and of course ne bye bakola, ne tugamba why not katujje twogereko nammwe, and of course mweyongere kubanga mumanya. With me, ladies and gentlemen, is a friend of mine here, JOAN YEBOAH, who is actually based in Amsterdam, Netherlands. She's here kuba nti atubuulira what she's up to first of all, and of course twengera okumanya n'ebiki byakola. Good to see you.
Nice to see you, Miles. I'm very excited to be here.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, Uganda-JOAN YEBOAH. Please feel free to correct.
All
right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But my name is JOAN YEBOAH, and I live in Amsterdam now. And I'm Ugandan by birth. And what did you?
How did you end up in Amsterdam?
Okay. So I didn't initially end up in Amsterdam, right? So I went to Groningen, which is in the north.
Okay, that's Holland.
Yes, that's the Netherlands. So I went to do my master's. It was in international geopolitical economy. And I did that for 2 years. But of course, in the Netherlands, everyone knows now, all the opportunities are in Amsterdam. So when I was done, then I moved down.
So you left Uganda to go for studies?
Yes, I did. So that was the second time.
What do you mean second time?
Initially, I was in the UK, so I did my first 2 degrees in the UK. So that
degrees?
was politics and IR, and then...
Oh, you did politics? You studied politics?
I did.
Are you a fan of politics?
Are you a
politician?
No, I'm not.
But
I'm not, but I like to study how politics affects us. I'm not in the politics industry, let's say, but I'm in the food industry. However, I understand how intricate the marriage between food, politics, business. It's a beautiful image to study. Yes.
So your first degree was you did it in the UK? In
the UK, that was University of Kent, and I did it in politics and IR. And then the second one was in international commercial law. And then I came back, worked for the family a little bit, and then I went back and did a 3rd degree in political economy.
Political economy.
Yeah.
Well, you seem to to be interested so much in education.
I have.
You study. It's not easy for young ladies or women.
It's
sometimes
not.
to push, especially when you study, you're not even employed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So where do you get the energy? Where do you get the love to say, hey, you know what? Let me do education. Let me study. First degree, second year, masters, and all that.
Well, I do have to point out, so as a little girl, we had this tradition where my parents would buy me a lot of books. And as they were working, I've been blessed to be around very important people. So as they're working and, in their meetings or whatever, I would sit at their feet with the little books. So by encouraging chintu kusoma no kwogera n'abantu. And I think that's how I ended up doing politics, because it's really how you make social contracts between peoples. That's, in my opinion, that's what politics is. So there's been a tradition of Oksoma from when I was a little child. And so now it's just, I did it because I really love it. I did work part-time so I could fund my school. Also, of course, we are still quite privileged in Africa. So yeah, that's
so were you pushed by your parents to ngabo manya bazazi batogamba agenda omwana wange osome njagala okoze, so you push yourself?
Yeah, no, because I do have siblings and they haven't taken the same route like I did. So no, it's something I really wanted to do. So initially I wanted to end up in academia and be a professor.
Oh, yeah, again, you can actually, you can go back, yeah.
I could, but then the more I studied, so like I mentioned, I did international relations and commercial law, and those were 2 degrees that were very crucial in understanding how the imbalance, for us as Africans and, the global north, how it affects us. And I was like, no, actually, power is in business. Power is in the things you do. I love academia. I don't know, maybe one day I could do it, but I understand that now even more than ever, like Africa is the future. Like, we have the youngest population, we have the resources. Like, this is where we need to be. Best here and then take it to the rest of the world. So yeah, that's why.
So what do you think of Ugandan politics now that you studied a little bit of politics?
Ebyobufuzi byaffe si byangu nti okwogera mbigoberera naye.
What do you mean out you're a student of politics? So I believe, yeah.
I still feel like tuli evolving, I think much faster than we thought we would. And maybe at a certain point tusobola okuddamu okwelowooza what our social contracts, like I said, between us and the government and our society and our cultures and norms, what they look like. I think there's a lot of space for us, especially for us as younger people, because it's important for our identity. It really is. I don't have this black and white image of politics. No.
Oh.
I really don't. I really don't, because if you study like Machiavelli and a few other people, you realize that the rules as governing a politics is so different from as governing a society, even though we would wish for that to happen. So I think we need to just understand that. But in a general
I see
way,
your answer. You're not being straight.
I am not. I'm a politician. I'm never going to
Now, Joan, if njakutegeera, who's Joan?
Yeah.
Yeah, Joan Yeboaah. Who's Joan?
I think at the core of it, I'd say I'm a very curious person. Yeah.
What do you mean curious?
Curiosity is at the core of me. So buli kyenkola njagala nnyo okukivumbula. I grew up in an environment that encouraged me to search and learn and discover new things and think outside the box, different ways of how we can do things. And so curiosity is Joan.
Okay.
Curiosity and understanding is Joan. I am a foodie also. I love food. I love it. And I think it's interesting that we are discussing politics, because food is politics. Food is a very important part of our identity. They're jealous a little bit about Nigeria, because they have influenced the world so much through their music, but also through their food. Like they have a very strong identity, and one of the ways they've done that is through emerea. We're like, from Nigeria, alia emerea wawe.
Is it ego something? Is it
egusi or something? Eba.
Joan? You say Nigerian push themselves. Of course, musically I know they. Of course, but what has failed us Ugandans? I mean, nafe tulina. Wosanga aba Nigeria batano. Aba Uganda bayinza okuba babiri.
Yeah.
Wosanga aba Nigeria 10. Aba Uganda bayinza okubawo nga bana basatu, aba Kenya nga 2.
That's true.
Ochegera ndoza. Kati fechiki, in your opinion, ekitemeseza as Ugandans also kuba nti nafe spreading nga abantu bano jibakola ne twekiririzamu, we love each other, we follow each other. What do you think is the problem?
Actually, Miles, I really want to rephrase that question. It's very interesting that you'd come at it at that angle, but I don't think waliwo ekitulemeseza. So at my business, njogera nnyo n'abana Uganda bangi, and kati bali very solid. There are people abroad nowadays, Abana Uganda, they have solid careers. They bought houses, they're establishing businesses, like they are solid. And at my shop, when they come in, they're thinking of new ways to craft a new image as Ugandans. Usually, waliwo zinengambo, tetugendeyo, bajja kwelopa, onaja simanyi bajja kuzayo, Abana Uganda tabera wange. But for me, the Ugandans I've met abroad, Miles, it's astonishing. And they are very solid. And a lot of them nowadays.
Maybe when it comes to food, they can support.
No.
Because food is so.
No. Even concerts, They are attending concerts fully. They are thinking of new ways of how we can form communities. They are really thinking solidly. You know what? They are really thinking solidly of what the Ugandan image looks like. So I don't think waliwo ekitulemeseza. I think there's a new reimagining.
Well, this is all about Joan. This is a broad, you know, a picture.
Yeah.
Nti fellow Ugandans, we are failed to support each other.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm coming?
That's true.
I'll give you a next scenario here.
Okay.
We've had the people, Ugandans, nga bumanya abantu bagenda Canada.
Eh.
Naye ate abali Canada bana Uganda. Yasibwa ku social media nga agamba ono yajja wano because we have you know Bagakao where you have so many people, our people here living in this country, abali probably media, abali actors, actresses and all that. Ne bagenda okuyino nga mumanyi omuntu atandika jana. Kati nino usanga a fellow Ugandan ali ku social media ali mu kugamba ono ali wano ontajja kumalako ono yakoze bwati dibwati ate kyensuubira nti omuntu obudde bwe yamala nga travelinga yandi concentrate nze ku kintu ekikye ekitegeeza kugamba nti waliwo oluusi we've seen Ugandans abawandikira embassies.
Yeah, we have.
See what I mean? Agamba nti wiwacha jja wano.
Yeah.
Ono yazze wano akantu ako and I'm not seeing it somewhere maybe to talk for him but naye sinawooza nali nkirabye kuva Nigeria
no bakikola
oba naye tekijja kuvaayo probably that much.
They don't expose.
Kyembalengambako nti tetweyagaliza you think?
No, of course mulimu abantu abateyagaliza but nze mu experience yange increasingly ngenda nnyo okulaba abannayuganda abeyagaliza okusinga abateyagaliza.
Yes,
and
you chose to do that.
Yes, I'm noticing a trend that weba noticing omuntu tayagaliza banne, that person is ostracized from the community. Because of course there are a few bad apples, but I feel like nowadays more than ever abannayuganda balina that ability to be like oyo nedda gundi oyo tumuwulirako oyo ekyokubiri Miles, you need to understand that ebweru it's a very lonely place.
Yes.
Due to so many things.
Yes.
Most importantly, the sun and vitamin D. We are in darkness for 10 months out of the year. People are really depressed. People are really struggling. People are really suffering. And a manager Tulia on top of it, I really have to come back to it. It's not good.
Yeah.
It's not. So omuntu abera nebizibu bye mentally that I feel in our community people are just starting to address. Then abantu baga oyo ayogera ku bantu akola ki, but sometimes oba nebizibu genuinely.
Yena kwegaba stress eri. Najjaji kuba social media najjaji depression emutawanya. I got it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are here with JOAN YEBOAH. JOAN YEBOAH is based in the Netherlands, and of course she runs a business called shop Akatale.
Yeah.
A very interesting story. You know, when I just when we met with JOAN, I didn't know she would be this personally. She didn't seem to me jaja kuba mafia bukoogera. Then she's really ebigambo byabijja anyonyola okumanya tali best wano mirimu gyagikolera Bulaayi eyo naye ayina ekintu kyayagala olwaliro twanjira and of course kyayagala okutegeera. So JOAN, Akatale. What is Akatale? Ndaba Akatale, I read somewhere ne nsoma ku Katale, ndaba ne ku social media okusaleero biri Akatale, ndaba mmere. What is Akatale? Oh,
Akatale is a dream. Akatale is a dream that has manifested into reality. Akatale is our connection to home. So basically right now we have a store in the Netherlands. Okay. Yes, in the Bama area, just in the heart of Amsterdam. Okay. It right next to one of the biggest train stations there, like the Bama station. So omuntu from anywhere in Europe and most importantly Amsterdam, atugwako bugwi. I've done a video on TikTok. It's like 7 minutes from the station to in a bus stop, whatever. So I take you away from the location, but right now Chetudo Kola to
just later on.
Yes, to importing organic food from Uganda. Organic. Not just any food, but organic food. I was working at one of the biggest companies, sports companies in the world.
Sports?
Yes.
Are you fan of sports?
No, I'm not, but I got the job.
Oh, but you're not even fan of sports, but you work with a sports company.
No. So I was a privacy project specialist at Nike. I worked there for Yeah. I did that for a fantastic place. The work schedule was a little bit crazy because I was in charge of Middle East, Africa, and Europe.
Wow.
So
the big one, yeah?
It was was big.
Big one. Yeah.
It was big, but I when I do something, like I say, curiosity, and and so nendwala because of stress. Nemere in India, it was very nutrient deficient. So I was down for about 3 weeks. I couldn't walk, I couldn't sit. And I woke up one day and I was like, that is it. That is it. I am changing direction. So I left my job with a little bit of my savings and I was like, I'm going to bring good food. And if I can bring it for me, I can bring it for everyone else.
Oh, you're that determined. You yourself.
I am.
I'm going to do this. I'm going to for it.
Yeah,
that's quite good.
I really have a big dream for Akatale. Like, we're going to be really big. Like, we need to do this 5 years from now again.
Yeah.
So I started bringing in food. Mpola natandika katono. And, you know, I'm still a baby business.
Hi everyone, it is Joanna. I'm a little bit shy, so this video is a bit hard to make. We are picking up the shipment for Christmas. It has really gone through a lot of up and downs, but it is eventually here and we cannot wait to see you. I assume everyone would like to eat nice, fresh, tasty things for Christmas. So come to us at Akatale and we will provide. So we're going to pick it up now and we'll see you shortly. Bye. Currently need to pick up fresh produce from Kampala. We'll do this at least 3 times a month now. And so we picked up some of the stuff that we are expecting. The fresh produce came in yesterday. The other stuff should arrive shortly afterwards. So fresh, we try to make sure we bring it within 60 hours. Yeah, see you at Akatale. So this is a transport where I'm just trying to get the
So Akatale is about...
It's a food. Yeah, it's an agribusiness, let's say.
Okay.
Yes. So our main focus is importing organic, nothing else.
You import food.
Organic food.
Organic food.
To the point that now we are exploring options on how to bring organic fertilizers to farmers here, and also to talk to abalimi bawano. Now abantu abalina like poultry houses, ente, biti farms, or how we can have organic manure, because one of the things I've heard at the shop is that our food tastes like sunshine. It's insane, and I'm telling you the truth.
For real?
Yes, it tastes like sunshine, and I don't know how to even describe that. It was a woman from the Caribbean who told me, and I have a situation where bintu can go immediately, and it's not even bana Uganda bebasinga kubigula. Which
is actually I was coming to that. It's only Ugandans or
no. So I thought first bana Uganda, you know, I'm bringing for us whatever.
To let you know.
No. Aba Jamaica, aba China, aba Hindi, aba Zungu.
The whole food is really rich. Kati dream yo ya Akatale. When you get such comments, how does it feel?
It feels amazing because that was my aim.
Wow.
That's what I wanted people to experience. When I was down, when I was ill, like, and salvalanti over or senyigo, whatever, just my muscles were drained. I was out. Our food is important. It really has nutrients. That's not by accident. And if Uganda to know better without that, after 5 years, after 10 years, it will start to show. I know you've had this thing. Absolutely. The food is important.
It's about food.
Yes, and not just any food. Organic
food. People know that?
Yeah, well, now they're learning more and more.
Exactly.
Because I'm not the only one at all. There's a lot of us who are doing this.
Okay.
But what I can say, people love the food. Nabataliba na Uganda.
Which is actually a good thing, yeah.
And I read sometimes in the news, oh, Kati, they are promoting GMOs, they want us to use, and that really breaks my heart. Because our food, the way it is, it's the best thing there is.
Okay.
I don't know if we add all these other things, if we'll have the same result. But yeah, that's what Akatale does. It brings organic food to the world.
Organic food, you import organic food, yeah. So you have all kind of foods in the
store. We try to bring the most important ones to Vileta, and we are now expanding. Of course, this is 2025. We are growing, so we are going to expand our line also. That's one reason why I like to go mu butale nenjogera nabo abachala ne bambulira kino ne bangamba kiri. It's the knowledge that we have. I feel like we are taking it for granted. These women, abatula mukatale ne batunda amatoke n'amenvu na biki, they're like bastions of knowledge that if they go away, I don't know we will ever have that again. I feel like Abanaikan, especially my age, we need, I insist on enono or lulimi. Tweta go big, to be cool nyo.
Okay.
Nyo. And the more that Akatale grows, is the more I understand. That's why I told you food is politics. Food is identity. I don't think as Ugandans.
You talked about enono and culture.
Yeah.
Which clan are you?
Nze ndi wange nchala wange nze.
Enge. Akabiro kengechi.
The Calabash monkey. Yeah.
No. The akabiro is you know akabiro?
Oh no. Wait,
okay.
I've forgotten. I know what it is, but I've forgotten.
Interesting there.
Yeah, but I know what it is.
You know what it is?
I know what it is. I've forgotten. Yeah.
No
because my judge told me. I know what it is. Oh, she's gonna be mad.
So anyway, Joan, going back now to Akatale. Njagala to say, like you centered in Amsterdam.
Yes,
like
in the heart of Amsterdam.
Heart of Amsterdam. So njagala yogere no muntu says, Akuraba probably andi agadde okujja, to support you, to check it out, or check it out. Ate okumpi omuntu ayinza okuba ne Paris najja omuntu aba Belgium, man. So kumpi, so omuntu ng'oyo either abatali kumpi olina arrangement nabo.
Yeah, maybe arrangement. So we've just signed up like proper arrangements where we have the transportation companies not only in Netherlands but in Europe. So before we were doing it manually, like we said, I started on by myself. But now we are properly, solidly expanding it so that because Christmas to again and to be overwhelmed, like abantu ordering from different places, and then it hit me like we need a proper arrangement. I have to admit that business ngabwengendanjiga wetagajiga ngojirimu.
Yeah, that's it.
There's no amount, nothing. There's no amount of studying, bitabo, professor that could have prepared me actually to ground.
Yes.
So business otekajiga.
What are some of the challenges so far? Zosanze mukatale.
I don't want to say this. I'm not a feminist, I'm a womanist. Because womanism believes in the duality of the sexes and growing together. And working as a woman is tough.
It's tough?
It's tough.
How tough?
I cannot lie, it's tough.
How tough?
People don't expect you to have knowledge, skills, experience. And sometimes it can be difficult because omuntu okutrustinga chiba chizibu okitegeera.
Yes, ma'am.
Especially ng'otandika, and because of that lack of trust tebakuwa that patience to grow. Businesses or not, they have to grow. You have to go to growing pains. I call Akatale my baby because I see it growing it day by day. I miss mommy. I experience that change. So you need patience for business to grow. But when people don't trust you, they don't give you that patience. They're like, watch it immediately. Watch it
and we've seen that by the happening. Muntu atandika, especially ladies like you. Yatandika akantuke yo tu kati anamala ko wachiwa omuntu alekanga goli mwecho. You get what I'm saying? Why would you do such? Bakubala mu amanyi,
It's true. Waliwo abajja ne kudduka ne bangamba kati degrees ogenda zisula ozisudde so that obere mu dduka. And I felt a little bit sad because I'm like, but food is again, me, I will not stop saying it, Miles. It's our identity.
Yes.
It's politics. It's power. When you lose your food, gwatwaba abachina bali emmere yaabwe ne babeera wano.
Yes.
Twaba abayindi ne babadde mu emyaka 10 bali emmere yaabwe.
Yes.
No, Nigeria eri Europe bagirinyisa negenda.
Yes.
So why do we abandon that as Ugandans? It's making any sense.
I get it.
So I say no, I would rather use my degrees mu kintu ekikulu nga kino. If you feel it's not important, it's okay. You know.
What's your favorite food, Joan?
My favorite food is matoke and binyewa with cabbage. Ooh, with avocado on top of it. And butunda. Oh,
and passion, yeah?
Yes, passion fruit juice. That's the first thing I do always.
That's your, okay.
Yeah, always.
Okay, thanks so much. Joan, tulina ye Joan tunyumyamu twagala okuba nti finally atulekera ebigambo binyi twangadde of course emboozi ennungi ddala naddala bagana fa batulaba yonna ku mitimba egy'enjawulo bino byonna agenda bitunyonyolamu like now tuyitiremu a little bit of Joan kyatunuulidde mu maaso kikyazaako. There's some important bit I want you to talk about.
Okay.
Organic foods.
Yeah.
Abantu abasinga tebaagala nnyo mmere ndowooza gye bayite yakawanda ebintu bigamba nti babifuyidde byanguye mangu.
Actually, Kawanda, right now also a lot of organic stuff.
Oh, they do?
Yes, I've been there. They have a lot of organic foods that they are growing, and I think they're doing a great job. But yes, organic food chitegeza toguze Roundup no fuide taka okuta the weeds.
Yes.
Please, I beg you, do not use Roundup for Monsanto. Oh, I said a company, but no, please don't use Roundup. Tokoze says or product kufuida bintu. Stop. I think there are better ways to do it because obusabo ente ngabwe nagambi earlier or obusabo enkoko like enkoko netuzidisa mukene, that's high in omega 3, which is very important for your brain. Abantu abafuna depression. So kati bofuida nokuze kino kiba kirabika bulungi omuntu eri tagenda kufuna the omega to support the brain functions. No, they're not. Vitamin D byonna bijja kufiira awo mubireka mutaka. Nothing. So it's very important abantu wano, and I feel like in our culture tuyina engage twali tulima.
Yeah.
We need to have those conversations again. Banenga bajaja tebanaba kufa.
Yeah, true.
We need to talk to them to see how we were doing it, because there's a very aggressive push away from that. And I feel like ekyo bwe tukiruzinga because eri kati abantu emmere bajagala nze emmere tendwako eba yakatuuka, like I've done my job without adverts.
Which is good.
Yeah.
You thank God for that.
Yakatuuka bagitutte yakatuuka.
Which is kigera balaba nti nti nungi ate they really want it.
Look, I've had people who have been buying from me because we've been open more than 6 months now.
Or 6?
So, yes, more than.
Okay.
So people know, they come and tell me, oh, ever since I started eating this, I go, wait, I'll buy this cocoyam, because they know what they're eating and they can tell you that they feel much better and much happier. These things, biadala, and muje mugule, but not because I just want to make money.
And I would, yeah,
this
exactly.
Is real.
Yeah,
Health
I like
is
that.
important.
That's very important. How do we people look for you maybe on social media or?
So our social media handles,
yeah,
Akatale Official everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, whatever, Akatale Official. Then Tuli Anton de Complain, shop number 154. It is right next to the Gemeente of Bauma in Amsterdam. You can easily find it. I've also put directions to TikTok because that's more engaging. I should put it everywhere also so that people can find their way. You can also check us on Google and then come. You get the directions. That's where we are. But in Amsterdam, omuntu yenna asobola tugwako oba tusobola okuweereza to DHL or the post. We don't really have any issue.
Okay.
Yeah. But
okay. Thank you very much, Joan. But your final words as we leave you. Kabugambo busembere ddala bw'obuulira ensi. Waka advice omwana omuwala ayina badde ku ssomero amaliriza emisomo bintu bikyatagaddemu ennaku zino tumala tugamba tugenda ku kyeyo. Abamu bagenze mu ddungu. So bigambo ki byandegedde omwana omuwala because you a role model to girls there, or watching you right now.
Yeah.
What kind of advice would you give, young ladies?
Listen to yourself before anyone. It's important. Our parents are important. Our families are important. Society is important. But listen to yourself. If I can tell you the amount of people who told me I would fail before I even began, before I even put it together, they say, your business doesn't or Jack failing. I would not be here.
Huh?
And even now there are people who say, and I want to be there in 5 years in Bagambe. So for women, I will, yes. For women and girls, but also boys.
Yeah, exactly.
Also boys. Like I mentioned
I know
to you,
what it means.
Yeah, I'm a womanist. I believe in both sexes because abantu abasinga okunyamba, surprisingly, even though they were like, oh no, it was men. It was men who were like, kati nyambo kankuyambe kola kino, jangu nawulidde kano, kino tukikola bwe kiti, inspections ita wano, apply for this, apply for that. White men, Chinese men, Asian men, African men, all of them, they were helping me. Nze we push one muwala yekka n'abalenzi. N'omwana ow'obulenzi. Because omwana oyo ow'obulenzi gw'otopushi nze enkya oli omwana omuwala yeetaaga omuwasa.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so for the girls and the boys, you need to listen to yourself and be like, I'm going to do this. And also, in an age where social media, toward this idea of immediate gratification, manange, have patience. Have a lot of it. A lot of patience will go a long way. Yeah, I think that's it for now.
That's JOAN YEBOAH, a very interesting lady here with, you know, I didn't know she's a student of political science, but hey, you can see that in her face now. But well, we'll have her in another episode. Right now, twaga tubale tutegeere kiki yeyaani a little bit. Naye tumutegedde ate depth. Azaalibwawa, bazadde be bebaani, asibuse luddawa, ayingidde Bulaaya. Tujja kufuna part 2. Joan tunyume. Others for now, thanks so much. You can also follow us on Facebook as well, Miles from Miri, whatever, TikTok and all, you know, Instagram or just also over there. Have a great evening. Bye for now.
Welcome to Mogezi Farm, where the journey of fresh, organic and wholesome food begins. Here at Akatale, we are passionate about bringing you the best that nature has to offer. And today, I'm excited to give you a glimpse into where our fresh produce originates from. As you can see, everything here is grown with care and respect for the land. These beautiful rows of fresh tangerines, papaya, and matoke are a testament to the dedication of our local farmers. As one of our dedicated farmers here at Mogezi Farm, Mark, what inspires you to farm and how long have you been doing it for?
I've been a farmer here for 5 years, and what inspires me are the improvements in sustainable farming.
Mark, what's your secret to growing such high quality produce? How do you ensure that everything remains natural and chemical free?
We are focusing now on sustainable mixed farming methods, and for our produce, we use organic fertilizers.
That's amazing. I think our customers would like to know a little bit more about the sustainability farming practices here. How does Mogezi work to protect the environment and promote biodiversity?
We like to think of farming in terms of synergy. One part supports the other. And for our fertilizers, we use manure from the chicken farm.
That is why we are so proud to source from farms like yours. At Akatale, we are committed to providing the freshest and most nutritious options for our customers. What would you say to somebody who doesn't know where their organic produce comes from or why buying organic matters?
First and foremost, eating organic is good for your health. And you need to know where your organic food comes from.
Thank you so much for your dedication. It's really an honor to partner and collaborate with you. Thank you again. At Akatale, we believe in more than just selling food. We are creating a community built on trust, sustainability, and healthy living. When you shop with us, you're supporting local farmers like Mark and ensuring that you and your family are eating the very best the earth has to offer. Thank you for joining me today, and we cannot wait to see you at the store.